What is up, everybody? It's your boy Young Fizz, aka Mr. Dope Status on Instagram, and welcome back to another tutorial. Today we are back inside the machine, and I want to show you how you can link your drum sounds together. Now, I'm gonna be showing you two different methods. So before I get into it, I need you to do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the bell notifications. So whenever I drop a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's tutorial, which is how to link drum sounds together. All right, so here we are inside a machine. Now, I'm going to be showing you two different methods, as I mentioned here. The first method is going to be more or less if you want to be like more of a sound designer, and then the second method is going to be uh, more of a way that I do it when I produce music. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. First, I'm going to go ahead and by hitting this magnifier glass right here, and I have my sounds already picked out that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to go ahead and use these two here. So I'm using the first and third one. So again, I'm just going to hit the plus sign here, go with the internal, and load a sampler, hit S on my keyboard, make sure we're in zone. You're going to see this plus symbol here. You're going to see all this extra space here. So that's where we want to click right here and drag our samples right here. Now you're going to notice both of them load at the same time, and that's exactly what we want, because if we're doing some sound design, this is kind of what we want to do right here. We want to link the sound together. So the next thing I want to do is go ahead and gain stage. So I'm just going to go ahead and do -10 for this sound here. And whatever is highlighted means that's the one that you're going to be adjusting. So if I highlight the first one, I'm adjusting that one. If I highlight this one, I'm adjusting this one. I'm going to go to the gain, double click, -10. So now my sounds are gain stage all together. So if I just click this one patch here, it's all gain stage and it should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and hit S again. Go ahead and create a pattern here. And then I want to go ahead and change my length to just 1 bar. I'm going to do BPM to 90. And I'm going to go ahead and just click in some sounds here, 4 on the floor. And if I need to go back in here, I just hit S, and I can select whatever sound that I'm working with, and I can go ahead and gain stages some more. So maybe I want to do like -15 on the second one here. So I can just go ahead and do that. And then I can process it further from there. So let's just say, for example, I don't want to use that method. Now, if I want more control, what I can go ahead and do, I can show you this other method, which is more practical in the way I usually like to do it. The first thing we're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and have these two samples highlighted, click and drag to sound number 1. You're going to notice a sampler has been created for each individual track. So again, it's the same process. I'm going to go in here and just gain stage both of them. So I'm going to go down to gain, double click, -10. Gain this one here, click, -10. And I also don't need this one to open as well. So let's have more screen real estate. So I have them both gain stage to -10. So I'm going to hit S, go back. Now, what I want to do now, I want to go ahead and click this icon right here. Now I want to hold down Shift, click number 1, since this one's already selected. So basically you just want to select number 1 and 2. So now I can go ahead and hit link, which I can link them together. And I'm just going to select whatever one that I want to use. I have 1 through 8. So I'm just going to select 1. All right. So now I can go back. And so create my pattern again here. Go ahead, do the length of 1 bar, change my BPMs to 90 again. So now when I come in here and draw on my notes, they're playing at the same time. Now, why is this method more practical? Is because I can do more mixing right here. Let me unselect this one here. I have more control. And then also, because it's a sampler, I can go to my effects and filter. I can add compression. I could, add the drive for this one. And then also, not only that, but because this is a group, I can affect the whole group at one time. So if I want to add a compressor to the overall group, I can do just that. Then not only that, I can also add a flanger maybe. Just want to add an effect I could hear. And then if I want to go ahead and write that to another track, because it's in group here, I can go ahead and click this icon right here, drag that to slot number 3, turn off 1 and 2. I no longer need these plugins, and then I have this right here. So as you can see, I have a lot more control over my sound, and I hope you guys found some value from this tutorial. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the bell notifications. It's your boy Young Fizz, aka Mr. Dope Status, and we will see you on the next tutorial. Thanks for watching. We out.